welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for some more racing. We have got one of the new cars. This is the Buffalo EVX or so, I don't know. It's an electric charger, essentially. And we're going racing around a track that Ninetales has made. First track ever made by Ninetales. Yeah, we're going to see what. Have I driven this car once, I think? Don't think it's been in a video. I think we've driven it for a test at some point. I don't know much about it. I feel like, well, we're in ghost mode, so us lot starting about 8 wide is probably not the worst. It's more sensible a start than some of the ones that we have done. Oh, we're off. It's all is fine. All is fine. So yeah, we're racing around this city. You know, we've got a street circuit at the for this one. Oh, and there's already been some kerfuffle up ahead. Gliska got turned around. There's a red car out wide. There. That's fine. Where are we heading to next? Okay, we will duck down here. I've got a little bit of a chicane to go through. That will make work. We will somehow skate around the back of a bunch of green cars, and we got away with it. And yeah, moved up a position. It's all been a little bit sketchy. Okay, got a hairpin coming up. Don't want to be on the outside for a hairpin. We're going to sneak our way through. Ewan's going to give us a big shove on the exit. That works for me. It gets us past. Who did we get past? Was it Bumpy or Lado? Lado, for some reason, is pink today. Which, yeah, just to confuse me. Just to confuse me. That's what we're going for here. Not going to be able to do much, I don't think, down here. There's already a lot of cars wide. Oh, then there's a fiddly hairpin, which we will make work. Oh, got another fiddly corner here. I mean, there's plenty of runoff if you go a little bit wide, if you get a little bit out of shape. So we get away with all of that. Ewan, big two-wheel moment through there. We will fend off against Lado for the moment. It is side-by-side up ahead. Oh, Lado with that run to the inside. We will give plenty of space. There's no real need to close them down through there, although the cars do like to oversteer at that section. Oh, oh no, now we're doing a wheelie off on some street furniture. We're still side-by-side with Lado. Put a good few corners here. We're going to be on a wonky line down here. Don't want to lift, but we're going to have to concede eventually down here. A little bit bumpy through this section. This car's not too bad, actually. I mean, I haven't got any major gripes with the car's handling. We haven't really done much in the way of bump drafting experimentation. Nope. However, oh, Blakey with a big dive to the inside. I mean, did it get it stopped? Oh, trees. Sorry, Lado. Oh, Ewan's had a bad day. Lado almost got in trouble. We got pushed out wide, which pushed Lado out wide, which pushed Ewan out wide. We got away with it better. Okay, that was a gamble. Danger Man probably wouldn't have seen where we were, to be fair. It was a big ask trying to make that stick. It almost worked. We are around the hairpin. Now, this section here, we do sort of tuck back in, and we will make all of that work. We got a good run. I mean, there's a chance at a slipstream. There's a chance at a slipstream pass to the line. However, you don't want to go on the grass. The grass just kills all your momentum. Oh god, there's a little bit of a snap and a twitch from the car. But yeah, the grass kills your momentum, so it's really only going to be 2 cars wide for the lead. That's a big oversteer moment through there. We're still struggling to gather it all back up. Level 8 will make the most of that, and Gliska will come past as well. Yeah, chucked a bit too hard. This, you know, you got to try these things. You got to figure out what can this car do? What can't it get away with? Nope. Back end, stay on the ground, please. That's fine. We will maybe have a run on Gliska, get a little bit of airtime. I backed out of it a little bit because of the bounce over that bump. Gliska will probably send that to the inside of level 8. Might make that pass stick. The only downside of that really tight line, that is unfortunate. I didn't even realise they were checking up because we couldn't even see far enough around the corner to know if they were or not. That was unlucky for Danger Man and more unlucky for level 8. Well, I think everyone has actually survived that quite well. No one fell off the circuit like you had last time. Gliska, with a sideways moment. Us with a huge amount of momentum through the middle of everything. Can I pull this up in time? No. I wonder if anyone's got off the motorway. Or got onto the motorway, I should say. Feels like a dangerous braking zone right there. Don't know whether that is an intentional hazard, or the fact that it's been left open suspiciously makes me think there was a hope that someone was going to fling themselves onto the motorway with a lot of slipstream through here. I actually think this is quite an interesting car for this, because it does get a bit slidey around some of these slower speed sections, especially with the bumps. It's not horrifically oversteering, though. It's manageable sliding. So it does make... I quite like this car and track combination. Ninetales is all the way to the inside. 3 wide down here is dangerous, and Ninetales... Danger Man backed out of it first. Ninetales backed out of it, and we all get through there neatly. That section we were... Oh, God. We got an excellent run mid-corner, but could not hold it on the exit there. And then we're just going to be a little bit stuck. Oh, Gliska with a big slide into the wall. We've got massive amounts of momentum. It is to the inside for us. We're going to struggle on the exit. Oh, Liam really leans on us. Gliska, I apologise. I was lent on quite heavily. There. We get away with it. Oh, 4 wide. 4 wide on a bit of road. Probably not for 4 cars. It still probably shouldn't be 3 wide down here. We've got massive speed in the middle of the pack. Liam is going to cut across. I'm trying to give space to everybody. Ewan's arrived on the scene. That's fine. Ewan, you can stick that way. Gliska, big oversteer. Catches it and doesn't end up on the motorway. Good work. There is a Blakey having a look. Liam's on the outside. Out of the final corner. I don't think from third you're ever going to have enough of a run to get the victory. We will push Ewan across. Actually, Ewan did move across. If that had been the final lap of the race, I think I would have dove to the right-hand side of Ewan. As it wasn't the final lap of the race, we didn't. It's going to be difficult from third to get a big enough run. You're certainly not going to get a run from further back than third. It's just not going to be the time. Although, it's deceptive. It is a surprisingly powerful slipstream pull to the line. By the looks of it, these cars not too bad at the bump draft then, because we gave Ewan a big hit on that lap, and it seemed like the car dealt with it okay. Ewan has gone across. That's fine. We will come past. Is that level 8 having a look? It is. Somewhere. Might get to the inside. I mean, I'm expecting a dive. Well, I was expecting a dive from level 8. Wasn't expecting a dive from Ewan. We are nicely done, though, through all of this. We get a good run off the hairpin. And then we're just going to stall out. We run out of the momentum. There goes level 8, and now got no slipstream. Ninetales has given Ewan a push through there. What lap number are we on? Lap 5. Still got a little bit of time. Sorry, not Ninetales. It was Danger Man has joined up. Well, we'll push Ewan again. Here, yeah, okay, these cars actually can kind of push quite well. They don't really have the GTA collision physics. Danger Man to the inside. We'll get that move. Ewan might struggle. Ewan may get hung out to dry here. Although... we are going to be on a tight line on the exit. Who gets better slipstream, me or Ewan? Ewan? Oh. Yeah, we had a run on level 8, who probably didn't quite realise we were there because they had a run on Danger Man. That's fine. Again, I mean, the car's dealing with contact very, very well. It's only minor, you know, minor upsetness. Sure, level 8 has driven that in too hard on their own. Oh, we got connected with Ewan. Less than ideal. We'll get away with it unless... I don't think Ewan hit level 8. I'm pretty sure level 8 went and did that one on their own. Oh, there was definitely some lag on... well, it looked like there was some lag on Liam's car. And Blakey has waited. It looked like Blakey was miles away from Liam. But, yeah. Either way, Liam ended up backwards. I'm just a little bit more cautious around that corner than Gliska. Oh... you see, I was expecting Gliska to go for a dive, so I was actually a little bit careful, and Gliska backed out of it at pretty much the same time. I was happy to wait. I mean, it was a little bit of kind of a concertina bump, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Our mute's turned up. Hello. A different car has joined the lead group. Gliska is there alongside. Oh, bumps me forward, then bumps mute forward. And now we're going to go 3 wide down this section. Big amount of airtime from the turquoise machine. Danger Man with the dive. Someone was always going to fire the car there. And honestly, it's not the worst... oh, I say that as I then make a mess. That is not what you want to do on the final lap of the race. It's not the worst place to get past into that corner because you do get a good chance. Oh, didn't know what side Danger Man was going, so we settled for the pushing forwards. Yeah, it's yeah, you have a big closing speed. It's difficult to guess. You are guessing. Essentially, we are just guessing what way is that car ahead going to go. And sometimes you end up drifting a bit more than expected. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's... no. I'm not going to make it 3 wide through there. That is just asking for an accident, basically. Gliska does not really like that curb. Well, we see that corner there. We don't seem to have too many issues with the bumps. It seems to be one of the corners where we are most stable on. Oh, we got big overspeed down there as Mute tried to help us forward. Now, Mute might go to the inside. You see, I don't mind the wider line there, because you can get a good exit, but we are all essentially stumbling over one another at that point. We will push Gliska forward, and then we will get our slipstream down this side. A load of cars are approaching. It is Liam who finds a gap. I think the rest are going to have to have backed off. Oh, Danger Man does the massive, massive push. Oh, we are all crossed up. It will be Gliska to the inside. Liam's going to duck underneath. Oh, a little bit connected with Danger Man. I mean, you know, we were working, let's say we're working together with Danger Man. There's definitely a lot of bump drafting and some teamwork going on down some of these straights here. Gliska, we are too far back from there. Oh, final lap of the race. Struggle to slow it down. Liam binned it on their own into turn 1. Too much speed. Could not slow it down. Not a massive surprise. It's an easy mistake to make. If we jump the grass, you've got to be careful jumping the grass. Whoa, we're doing motorbike impressions. Oh, Liam recovered very well from that issue. We are now to the inside, but it's the outside through the next part on this corner. Oh, Gliska was slow, sorry, through there. We made the most of our opportunity, although we're about to get slipstream pass down here. We are in the middle of the road. Nope. Did not want to. We got again on 2 wheels. Stop being a motorbike. I want my electric charger to not be a motorbike. It's a weird sentence, but it's quite accurate. Alright, go. Oh, we're all pushing. I didn't know if I was going to be clear to go across in front of Liam. That's why we pushed Gliska. Now, Danger Man is going to have to go for the push. Liam is all the way across to the inside. It's 3 and 4 wide down here. I've got no support. Oh, Liam might go into a tree. I'm sorry, Liam. There was a lot of assistance on me down there. Oh. So, yeah, not the best one in the world for us. I am leading the way. This is not really where I wanted to be for this. I have an idea. I don't know whether it's going to work. It is! Oh, there's a big crash behind. So I went the awkward route to try and dissuade cars from slipstreaming behind me. And what's going on in here? And it did work, although there was a crash further back. I don't know who it was, what quite happened further back. Obviously, something happened to Gliska. It might have been their car that hit the tree. It will be a victory for me. It'll be a second place for Danger Man. Shadow gets on the podium. Ninetales ends up in 4th ahead of Liam and Gliska. Mute is 7th. We saw Mute and Crane going very sideways towards the end of that. Level 8, unlucky as well at the end, I think, with Stevie rounding out the top 10. Oh, that was actually a very enjoyable race. I had a lot of fun with that one. I had a plan going into the final lap, and yeah, I figured a way to defend. That won't work every time, but it did work with enough chaos going on. For our second race, we have got a very cool car. This is the, what is it, Le Cruz or something? I think it was. It's essentially the new Renault 5 electric sporty thing. I've forgotten. I don't even. It might just be called a Renault 5, to be honest. I like the real thing. It's quite cool. I like the addition to the game. One of the very few vehicles I've actually gone and bought. Not that I've driven it very much, but I went and bought it because it just looked really cool. Although I'm not so sure about the rear bumper on. Never mind. You know, it's cool. I like it. So yeah, we're going to go racing this around a street circuit. It has a lot of grip. I don't know what it's going to be like on the bumps around this. Whether it's going to get upset particularly. Don't know whether it's going to bump draft as well as the Buffalo. We are through the middle. There's a Blakey somewhere behind, but I don't think they're going to... It's actually pretty good on the bumps. I do trust it. There's been a big accident behind us. We are side by side with Danger Man. Oh, see, I wanted to go cut underneath, however, so there's a big downside of doing that sort of manoeuvre. It worked, however... With the way a super tight hairpin like that is, my line of the really aggressive late apex does kind of cross over, for example, Blakey, who was just taking a normal line. So it's risky doing that manoeuvre. There was enough time. I saw Blakey coming and realised, you know what, I've got to bail out of that plan. And that's, you know, the sensible thing to do. Ooh, that curb there hit it sideways a little bit. Oh, go on, Danger Man, fall off. I want someone to fall off there. I don't know. I don't know. If anyone has, someone might have done before, you know, this. Oh God. Yeah, before this point, someone might have done, which you might not have seen it on camera. I really want to see it on camera. So there we go. The other thing is, so my sneaky run to the finish line, my plan going on the footpath, I have done it before. It's a long time ago. the reason why I didn't even practice that run is I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing. I guess I could have mentioned it in commentary if I'd kind of thought longer about it, but I don't want, and now everyone's going to know that plan. I almost guarantee you, certainly if it's Danger Man who watched what happens, if Danger Man is behind, the leader is going to try that route. It is not infallible, especially not if there are multiple cars behind you. But yeah, I'm going to bet someone is going to try that one again. There's a big angry pack of Renaults behind us. It's quite scary. They have got a very mighty wing. I do like that. They've got lots of mighty wing options as well when you go to customize them. Oh, that's a big wreck behind. I think it was a Ewan. Just got cannonballed around. Oh, Liam was going that way. Yeah, all the Renaults have turned up. Who is going to be... Oh, I say last of the late breakers down there and go off. Although these things have got so much grip, I think we'd be surprised to see them. You'd have to be really late on the brakes and really out of position to have that one happen. These look... They don't look as good as the Buffaloes in terms of bump drafting, but they actually look like... You get nudged. You don't really get nudged. You get nudged a little bit sideways, but you've got so much grip you control it. You don't really get nudged that far forward to help with the bump drafting. They kind of twist, but it's not an out-of-control insta-spin. That's the thing that matters. Blakey, with a great run, is going to make up a heap of positions through all of that, although he's in an awkward spot down here, so cannot really carry on with it. We have got a sliding laddo behind us. Glisker is to the outside. Oh, misjudges it. That is very lucky for everyone involved. I just had a big lift down there because I could see what was going on in front. Laddo's going to have a nose to the inside. I think backs out of it. Yep, sensibly. Mute was to the outside. Everyone was well behaved there. Oh, Liam went across to get some slipstream. There are more cars. I want the black card. Blakey has changed allegiances and they have friendly fired. No more Team Orange friendly fire. There's something. Jump on, yeah. Oh! Hello, Danger Man got that one a little bit squiffy. I saw too late. I could have avoided that had I seen earlier where Danger Man was. But yeah, saw too late what was going on there, and Danger Man was a little bit out of control. But it's all worked. It's all worked. Let's get to the outside at turn 1. That's a tough... I think you could do it, but it's a really horrible place to try and get a pass done. We've got a better run, but we are going to be on the outside. I'm not going to cut across them. Don't want to. I may as well. It's a slightly longer route up there, but I don't go across the grass, and I don't cut across a line of cars, so it's probably a little bit safer. Could have been later on the brakes there. A little bit too cautious, perhaps, by me, but... at this point, you know, I'd rather do that. Danger Man is going to pass. Oh no, I got bumped. I hit a bump slightly, and we got cannoned into Glisker. That's very unfortunate. Sorry, Glisker. It was, yeah, we were like 3 wide, and all it took was the littlest bump, and whee! Thank you for the bump start. Yeah, took the littlest of nudges, and because we were 3 wide on a fairly narrow part of track, once the car was just a little bit upset, I couldn't gather it in before we hit Glisker, and Glisker ended up in a tree, and we ended up round at an awkward angle. But with Slipstream and catch up on, we will probably catch back up to the pack in no time, especially if they continue to fight as hard as they are up front. I think Laddo has got to the lead of the race. He's battling away with Danger Man. Yeah, we're not very far back. All things considered, we're not very far back. We are only at half distance. So there's loads of time to go in this one. Loads of time to recover, and we'll be there by the end of the lap, probably. I mean, it's going to be manic at the end of the lap. There was a bumpy having an explore, by the looks of it, behind us. Okay. I don't know if you can... So these checkpoints seem to be pretty large. You can get away, which is good. You might be able to miss that one if you really cut the corner. I'm not sure. Oh, there was a clonk, and that was a crane, I think, maybe? Got spat out because Mute's the bright green one up ahead. I think it might have been Crane that had an unfortunate moment. Will these be flat through there? They are. They're a little bit nervous flat, but they make it stick. Mute gives a little bump back of Danger Man. No massive harm done, though, through all of that. We're going to have a monumental slipstream pull all the way down here, I think. Whether we're going to have anywhere to go with it is a big question. Do we take a huge gamble? I think we can slot back in quite well here. We do. It's now 3 wide again. I'm the... Oh! Glisker with a big accident! Glisker with a huge crash. Too much speed and a curb. Launched the Renault 5 into the air quite dramatically through all of that. Alright, come here, Ninetales. Will we get enough slipstream? We will, although that's an awkward line into turn one. It's such a tight line. On that line, such a narrow line, especially with a car on the outside. You've really got to make sure you get the car slowed down. Again, Danger Man's going to be on that inside. I don't mind this wide line. As I said, it's slightly longer. Oh, you do get a good slingshot. However, it's a bit difficult to use when there's a U-turn where you want to put your car. That's fine. We'll lose a little bit again. I'd rather lose a couple of places and not have a big accident than take a really big gamble in keeping your foot in and hit the lamppost or hit a tree or something. I'm not going to be able to really do much on the inside because we're all going to just stack up, and then it's this drag race on the exit. Can we do anything? Push Mute forward? No. Well, I mean, we almost pushed Mute into trouble there. Go. Oh, yeah, maybe not climbing over each other. These can also bump draft. Oh, Ninetales went for the 4 wide at a place where 4 wide should not happen. Right, go, Gliska, go. They do climb over each other a little bit, but they're not quite as bad as some of the cars. Oh, that's a 4 wide in a place that should not be 4 wide. We've learned that you can get away with a little bit of contact, which means at every possible opportunity we are 4 wide in a place where 2 wide is a bit sketchy. I mean, it's exciting racing. Someone's going to end in a wall. Someone's ending up in a wall. I can almost guarantee it. Right, let's try. I'm going to try this line again. It's all about getting the exit here, but I think we're not. Well, you just found a different wall down. We had the momentum, but it was just so dicey going for that inside when they were already 3 wide. So yeah, I do actually quite like that line out there. Oh, Ewan's penned in behind a Danger Man. This is brave again through there. Stevie's come with us. Stevie has joined the battle at the front through virtue of not making mistakes, I think, at this point. We get a good exit on the hairpin. Ewan... Oh, never mind. Ewan and Stevie have had an accident. Lado will come flying past. Lado's back into the battle. Hello, Lado. Mute's coming to rejoin. Lado's off to the left-hand side. I mean, you kind of break the slipstream. No one's often going out that way, but you are going to just get repassed anyway. The catch-up will kick in. Danger Man is here. Now we're all going to get stalled out 3 wide, which is not where I want to be necessarily. We've got one more lap to go after this, I believe, if I've been keeping track. I hope so. I hope I'll be keeping track. I mean, if not, I'm still in a very good place for the run to the line. Indeed we are. That will be us up into the lead of the race on to the final lap. Could we pull it off? I don't know. There's a lot of cars lining up behind us for this battle, so I am fine. Again, didn't know who was on the inside. Left plenty of space, just in case. We get monstrous run off of the corner. And that will work. We will sweep across in front. Ooh, we know we're going to get passed down this next section. You kind of accept that you will. I'm going to the inside just to make it a little awkward for the cars that want to find a way past. Lado and Danger Man were brave and did get the slightly difficult pass. Ooh, don't go into the back of Lado at very low speeds. Be very silly. Liam having a look to the inside, I think it is. We've got a bigger run than the pair of them, and that will put us up to the lead. Lado went across to try and get us. I'm pretty sure they were 4 wide on that very narrow section of track. Oh, this madness. I like these. I've liked both of these cars. They've been good fun. This is a little sketchy at times, but I think it's a really cool vehicle. Is that Liam all the way to the inside? I think it is. Lado shoved the nose in there as well. We are on the outside. Will Danger Man take the footpath route that I did? Maybe. Oh, Danger Man got a tag. Well, I think Liam lifted to have not gained an advantage, and we were given that one. Liam had the run, but Liam just left it too late to get out of the... yeah, that's unlucky for Danger Man and Liam. Liam just got out of the slipstream trail a little bit too late. It was just a smidge too late, and clonked the back of Danger Man, and that... Of all the bumps that have gone on, that was the worst one we saw. Typical, the run to the finish line, and we were gifted a victory. I really like both those cars, though. They're good fun. Yeah, the Renault is a little bit more challenging. I mean, it's got, tiny wheelbase and whatnot, so maybe not surprised it can be a bit twitchy. But, yeah, both those are really good fun. Fun to drive. Apparently, we're going to have to get Ninetales to build some more circuits. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Ninetales for building this fun little street circuit. And thank you all very much for watching. That, though, is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.